guys, welcome to another video. I hope you're all doing well. Today, as you can tell by the title, I will be sharing with you some of my most complimented fragrances within my perfume collection. If you would like to find out which ones they are, definitely keep on watching. Let's go ahead and start the video with the first fragrance that we have here today, and this one is Lovers by Fragrance du Bois. This is one of the most recent releases by the brand. It was released during the summer months, but it has quickly become one of my most complimented fragrances. It is a fragrance that is completely unisex. It even says it right here on the bottle. It's for her and for him as well. I think this is a very beautiful idea. It is the perfect fragrance to share with your loved one. Lovers is a very beautiful rose and saffron dominant fragrance. It is very addictive, very vibrant, super seductive. The fragrance opens up with the most addictive top notes of passion fruit, bergamot, a little bit of ginger. When I first spray the fragrance, I can definitely smell all of the top notes, and it feels very fruity, sweet, a little bit sour because of the passion fruit notes. The opening is truly addictive. As the scent dries down, it becomes spicier and woodier. There is also a sandalwood note in the dry down, which adds a beautiful layer of creaminess. It is very sensual, very captivating. This is one of those fragrances that when I spray it on myself, I can feel it for the first hour or so, and then it kind of disappears on me. I cannot personally smell it on myself, but everyone around me is able to smell it, and I get plenty of compliments with this one. It has a beautiful trail, and I know this for a fact because my boyfriend also loves wearing this one. And when we are walking together next to each other, or when I'm behind him, I get hit in the face with the most intoxicating and captivating scent trail, a beautiful rose and saffron fragrance with a hint of fruitiness. Up next, we have a fragrance which you have probably seen 1,000 times by now, but I absolutely needed to include her in this list as well. And this is Delina by Parfums de Marly. This is a fragrance that is a true compliment getter for me. She just never fails me. If I want to smell pretty, classy, but sexy and also very noticeable, I always go for her. She's a fragrance that always stands out. It has a very beautiful projection. It lasts for hours on the skin. When you spray her on yourself, everyone around you will be able to smell you. This is a fragrance that makes me extremely confident and beautiful every time that I wear it. If I'm going somewhere and I want to make an impression, I always choose her because she is truly magnificent in my opinion. This is a fragrance that I absolutely love. If you're not familiar with the scent itself, this is a very beautiful fruity rose fragrance which opens up with a very bright and uplifting fruity opening. We have some tart, lychee and rhubarb. I know some people don't really like the opening of Delina, but I personally enjoy it and love it. I think it's very uplifting and bright, and I just really love that tartness at first when you spray her. Middle notes, you have the rose, some peony, a beautiful vanilla. As the scent dries down, it becomes smooth, creamy, sensual, super seductive. It is absolutely beautiful, and I cannot live without her. Moving on to the next fragrance, we have Annie X, and I am a huge fan of the original Annie, but I feel like the X version is an easier fragrance to wear day to day because I feel like it is smoother and creamier than the original Annie. This is a fragrance that people absolutely love. It has an amazing projection. When you spray this one, people will be able to smell you from a distance. It lasts literally the whole day. When you spray it on yourself, you're going to be enveloped in this beautiful, addictive, seductive vanilla cloud. It is spicy, it's sweet, it's citrusy, it's fresh, but also warm and enveloping at the same time. This is an absolute must-have for all vanilla lovers. It is a huge compliment getter. This one is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance, and if you love vanilla fragrances and you haven't tried Annie or Annie X, definitely consider trying it because it is addictive. Up next, we have Oro Rosa by Bois 1920. Now, this is a very beautiful, fruity, fresh, uplifting fragrance. What this fragrance smells to me like is if Delina and Erba Pura had a wolf child, this would be definitely it. It's like, yeah, if they had a baby, this would be the result. Honestly, this is so pretty. It definitely reminds me of both Delina and Erba Pura. It's very uplifting and juicy and bright. It has the most addictive, fruity, juicy opening with some melon, some pear, some orange as well. In the middle notes, we have some rose, some lychee, and this dries down to a very sensual musk and vanilla. It is absolutely one of the prettiest fragrances within my collection. It's very vibrant but also super sexy and addictive, very fresh. It is slightly sweet, it's fruity, it's floral. It is absolutely beautiful, and this one really gets me plenty of compliments every time that I wear it. My boyfriend is obsessed with this one and I absolutely love it too. If you're looking for a very beautiful, bright, fruity, uplifting but sexy rose fragrance that is not Delina but has the same vibe as her, you can definitely try this one. As I said, this definitely feels like a baby of Erba Pura and Delina, at least to me personally, and it is a beautiful, beautiful blend, absolutely addictive, very vibrant, and I just love it. Talking of Erba Pura, I absolutely need to mention her in this video as well, because this is truly one of my most complimented fragrances ever. Every time, absolutely every time I wear this fragrance, I receive a compliment. There has probably been not a single time that I've worn this one and I haven't received at least one compliment with it. This is a very powerful, strong, fruity fragrance, and it's very weird to me because I know a lot of people find her a little bit too strong, too sweet, too synthetic, too musky, but people somehow really love this fragrance on me, and I personally love it as well. This is one of the most addictive, vibrant, uplifting, fruity fragrances in my collection. Definitely the best fruity fragrance in my personal collection. Absolutely addicted to it. It makes me feel super joyful when I wear it. It is very uplifting, as I said, but it's also very sexy. It definitely becomes sexier as it dries down. When you first spray the fragrance, you have some citruses right at the top, then you're hit with this mix of fruits which feels super tropical to me. I can definitely smell a passion fruit note. It is super sweet, super fruity, and then as it dries down, that fruitiness kind of settles down and the fragrance becomes musky, very sensual. In the base you have this intoxicating mix of musk, vanilla and amber. These three notes really create the most intoxicating, addictive and seductive dry down. It is very, very sensual, super sexy and seductive in my opinion. It also becomes a little bit green at the dry down. This to me is a completely unisex fragrance, especially as it dries down. When you first spray it, it's a little bit too sweet and fruity, but as it dries down it becomes absolutely addictive. Now we have Libre by YSL, and this one is such an easy fragrance to love and wear. This is a lavender vanilla fragrance, and I am not the biggest fan of lavender, so luckily for me, I don't find the lavender here to be too strong or too powerful. I know for some people it can be a little bit bothersome, but personally I think it's very well blended with the rest of the notes and it doesn't really bother me at all. This is a very pretty fragrance. It's definitely amongst my most complimented fragrances within my perfume collection. I think it is the perfect, easy reach, everyday scent for me. It smells fresh, clean, classy, elegant, sexy at the same time. It also reminds me of freshly washed laundry. You just took a shower, you put a freshly washed white shirt and you feel absolutely beautiful, clean and fresh. It is the ultimate clean girl fragrance in my opinion. It is slightly sweet, citrusy, aromatic. It is a beautiful white floral vanilla. Up next we have one of the most beautiful fragrances in my collection, if not the most beautiful, and this one is Dama Bianca by Xerjoff in the Casamorati line. As you can tell guys, I'm already halfway through this bottle. I will be getting the big one once this one is over, because this is truly one of the most beautiful, feminine, elegant fragrances I have ever tried, and I truly need to have it in my collection at any time. It is a stunning fragrance that when people smell you, they will just instantly fall in love with you. I always get compliments with this one as well. It is a truly, truly magnificent fragrance, very unique, very sophisticated, but also very uplifting, bright, elegant, classy, feminine. It is floral, it's citrusy, it's bright. It is absolutely stunning. When you first spray the fragrance, you have this burst of citruses, a little bit of kumquat, some lime as well. Then you have this very beautiful, delicate florals, a little bit of jasmine, lily of the valley, you have violet, iris. It becomes powdery as it dries down. You have essential vanilla, musk and sandalwood in the base. This is a magnificent vanilla fragrance. I absolutely love Dama Bianca. When I smell this fragrance, I imagine the most beautiful woman on earth. She's very soft, and kind and sweet, but also very confident and elegant and classy, and this is a beautiful vanilla fragrance. Coming up next we have Oriana by PGM, and this one is the 30 ml tiny bottle. This is also another fragrance that I would definitely be repurchasing after it's over, because I truly love this one, and the bottle is almost over. It's probably halfway gone, but yes, I absolutely adore this scent. It is very girly, very pretty, very sweet. It's citrusy, it's creamy, it's fluffy, and this is a fragrance that I also get a lot of compliments with. However, this is more of a closer to the skin type of a scent. It doesn't have like a huge projection like Delina, for example, but still it will get you noticed. If you hug someone, if you sit close to someone, they would be like, oh my god, you smell so delicious and sweet, because this truly is a very girly sweet fragrance. And yes, you do need to like sweet fragrances to enjoy her, so if you're not the biggest fan of sweet fragrances, probably you wouldn't really like her, because she's very sweet, very similar to Love Don't Be Shy as well, but not as sweet as this one. So less sweet but still sweet. It's citrusy and bright and fruity. It opens up with some bright citruses. You have bergamot, you have mandarin orange, then in the middle notes you have delicious orange blossom, some raspberry as well. The dry down is absolutely mouth-watering. You have marshmallows, you have whipped cream. It is overall a very pretty, girly, sweet fragrance that I absolutely adore. Next we have Nebras by Lattafa, and this one is a very yummy, delicious fragrance that people absolutely love. I remember the first time that I wore this fragrance, I instantly received a compliment. A woman told me that I smell super delicious, like chocolate cookies, and I was so happy, because yes, I want to smell delicious, and I absolutely love this one. It is a very comforting and cozy fragrance, super yummy, super delicious. It is a sweet fragrance, but definitely not overly sweet. We have some cacao, vanilla, red berries, and the red berries here are preventing it from being too sweet, because they add a little bit of a sour feel to the fragrance. One of the most delicious, coziest, and comforting fragrances in my collection. Last but not least, we have a fragrance that I currently only have a sample of, but I've worn this one quite a lot of times and I am obsessed, so I definitely need the big bottle of this one. But this is Woman in Gold by Kilian. This is truly one of the most feminine, beautiful, sweet fragrances out there. I feel like it would be a beautiful signature scent as well. This is a very classy and elegant fragrance. It is sweet, it's citrusy, it is a beautiful combination of citruses with vanilla and a touch of rose. The citruses with the vanilla here are working so heavenly together. I absolutely love that combination of citrus with a very sweet note like vanilla, caramel, or marshmallows. I also feel like this one smells like marshmallows or powdered sugar in a way. It has this very delicious sweetness about it, very irresistible. This is a fragrance that when I wear it, my boyfriend would literally always compliment me. I absolutely adore Woman in Gold. It is so sweet, citrusy, bright, creamy, smooth, classy, elegant, feminine. It is absolute perfection, and I just love this one. Well, that's all for today, guys. These were some of my most complimented fragrances within my perfume collection. If you stayed up until the end of this video, I would like to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support, and please let me know down in the comments which are some of your most complimented fragrances from your personal collection. I would absolutely love to know this, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!